welcome. It's Henry the computer guy. Hope you added on the answers that I left you with. We hope that you added other ICT tools and their different characteristics. Thank you for that. So you're now welcome to our lesson number 6. And I actually wanted us to look at the major component of ICT. Actually, not until when you talk about a computer, some people will not understand what ICT is all about. So we are going to be looking at the major component of ICT, and that is a computer. What is a computer? A computer is an electronic device or machine that is capable of receiving data as input. It will store it and manipulate it or processes it to something that has a meaning, then gives it out in a meaningful form called information. And remember, I told you that in the first place, it is always data. When it is entered into the computer, it is processed to something that has a meaning. Then we call that one information. So that device that is capable of accepting the data, storing it, manipulating it, and giving it out in a form that has a meaning is what we call the computer. Oh, you can as well say it is an electronic device for processing and storing data, typically in binary form, according to instructions given to it in a variable program. Remember, computers understand what we call a machine language. At times they call it the binary combination of zeros and ones. Whichever item you give to a computer, it will have to change it to the language it understands. You write an English word, it has to change it to the language it actually understands. And that's the binary form, zeros and ones, whereby the two states stand for actually, the one stands for on and the zero stands for off. Those are the two states it has. So NB, they're telling us that a device is any machine or component that attaches to a computer. Any component that we attach to a computer. Those keyboards, printers, we can call them a device. So now, what is computer in full? Computer in full can be given as the common operated machine, particularly used under the technical and educational research. That's the full form for computer. That is actually how it looks like. So, I guess you've named the parts of a computer before. So let's look at the next slide. And our next slide specifically tells us to name the parts of a computer. We have part A here, we have part B, we have part C up to part A. So how can we actually name this? So part A stands for a monitor. The whole of this component is our monitor. Then part B is that component where we always view our information from, and that is actually termed as our screen. Then part C is where we enter the data from. For example, you want to type a document, it is a keyboard. It helps us to enter the characters into the computer. Then part D is the mouse. What do we use a mouse for? For selecting items on our screen. You want to highlight something on a screen, you need what we call a mouse and select that item you want. Then part E is that board we put down or below the mouse. It is called the mouse pad or the mouse mat. What is actually its use? It can prevent the mouse from making scratches onto our table or prevent the dirt to come into contact with our mouse. Because the more you move the mouse onto the table, you'll find that it makes scratches onto the table. Or at times, it doesn't move the cursor well. So you always put the mouse pad so that you can overcome that. Then lastly, part F is what we call the system unit or the base unit. This is actually the case It houses components like, for example, the power supply, the motherboard, the disk drives, the RAM, many other components here. So it's like a case that houses components as we have talked about them. So see you in the next video. It's been Henry the Computer Guy. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye bye and sign out.